Okay, so hello. I'm about to have my first lecture. Well, I was about to have my first lecture, and then I opened the Teams thing, and it turns out that these lectures are pre-recorded and they'll be uploaded every week, and this is it basically. So the first one is 15 minutes long, and I don't know how that's going to work because I'm worried it's going to confuse me unless there'll be like 2 videos one day uploaded for one lecture, but there's only one video so far for now, and it's 15 minutes long. So I'm going to listen to this and make notes. I'm not really a fan of this. I'm excited for this subject though. It's basics of psychological help, which applies a lot to what I want to do. So I'm excited for this lecture. I'm going to do this now, and it's 10:15. This lecture is supposed to be at 10, but if it's 15 minutes, then that won't take that long. And then after this lecture, I'm supposed to have another lecture, which is on gender, and that is, I don't know what time, but it's usually after this lecture, so we will see how the second lecture goes. And today's a Friday, if I didn't say that. Friday the 26th of February. I was supposed to film some stuff yesterday, but I didn't really, because it was just like introductory classes and they weren't interesting. It was stats and research projects, so that was quite boring, and I don't really want to talk about that because it's boring. So today is more interesting, and so I'm going to film majority of today. Okay, so the next lecture is at 11:45. It's 11:03. So I have made a coffee. I think I'm going to do some work because I want to obviously stay ahead and not behind. The little amount of notes that I do have, I'm going to write them up, because I've decided that some notes I'm going to write up, especially this topic, because like basics of psychological help is very important for being a psychologist. So I'm going to write these up so that, I don't know, I just miss writing my notes sometimes, and my eyes were hurting a lot when I was sometimes revising from a screen, or anyway, so I'm going to write them up so I don't have to stare at my screen too much. And then I have this lecture in 45 minutes. So yeah, that's the plan for now, because after this lecture I have time off and then I have tutoring, so that's my Friday. If these lectures last an hour, then that would be great, because then I'd have time to go over this before the next lecture. Okay, so these are all the notes, and the lecture has started, so I'm going to join. Okay, so the last lecture that I had, which was on gender, it's not my thing. I'm not interested in that, and it was just kind of like introductory stuff about like definitions of gender, and there was a bit of a discussion going on. The good thing is you don't have to attend the lecture, so I don't know if I will attend them or not, but however, there is an exam at the end, so I will have to learn this, and I'm hoping it does get a bit more interesting. I'm just not interested in that, and I feel like I've already had gender before. And also, what is really frustrating is this is an optional lecture, however we don't have any choice, and there was only this, and that really annoys me, because there are so many, and I've said this already, I think there are so many interesting things in psychology. Like, I really wanted to do criminal psychology, but I don't think I'm going to do that like at all at this uni, so that makes me sad. I had one lecture once, it was on friendship, that was really interesting, but it was more like friendship in primary school, so that was really interesting, like things like that. But no, the professor said of course it's unfair, and she thinks it's because there wasn't enough interest in other topics. I don't know if I'm going to have optional lectures in my 4th and 5th year, and I don't even know what I'm going to do in 4th and 5th year. So with these optional lectures, they could have done things that are to do with the options we can take. For me, I really want to do clinical child psychology, so they could have done lectures on that, so like people can get an insight into what to choose. But like that's actually a really good idea. Why didn't they do that? My uni sometimes annoys me. This is one of those moments. Yeah, I kind of zoned out during that lecture, and then after that I had tutoring, and I was also editing, so I'm gonna continue editing, and then I have tutoring this afternoon, so that's gonna be it So yeah, those are my first 2 days of uni. I'm going to film Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday and Tuesday, I don't know, because Wednesdays are kind of free. So I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe you found something interesting in it, I don't know. So thank you for watching.